Lindsey Graham's got nothing going on. 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 Lindsey, can you come over after school? No, 'cause you're dead. We can hang around with Mitch McConnell. He's probably also dead. Did his wife get back from her China trip? Hella sketch. Is anyone there? Or are you trying to give us the slip? Everybody is dead. I know you're not the living shit that you used to be. I hope that you're ashamed of your bullshit legacy. Lindsey Graham is dead.
Always wear a cool headlamp for survival, but just for everyday life? Or would you rather have a dairy allergy? You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa, from the skittering studios underneath your favorite rock, it is 7:04 o'clock on the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. That song that you heard right in the beginning there was from my very good friend Dan Spencer. They made that because Lindsey Graham is no longer with us.
And that's true.
And that is true, and that's a fact, and that's a song that Dan made, that they made, and it ripped.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'll put a link to that in the show notes if you want to have it and share it with people, which you absolutely should do. Yeah. Also, my microphone sounds crazy.
Yeah, your microphone does sound crazy.
Did you crank my gain again?
I didn't touch your gain.
You did this last time.
I didn't touch your gain.
Oh, you did. You did your gain. That's why. That's what's up. You're cooking. You're hot.
Oh, but I did when I was recording for regular time.
That makes sense. That should be a little bit better.
Yeah, that is better.
Okay, hopefully that works okay.
Oh, because you were just coming through on mine. That makes sense.
Yeah, everything's all wonky here in the studio. We've been all akimbo.
Yeah.
Everything akimbo.
Look at me, I'm tiny wife.
Oh, my
so
chest
little.
hurts. Yeah, you are little, Bug. It's because your camera's far away, I think.
I don't think I moved it.
Well, either way, it's Monday. We're all here. We got a show for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about imagination and also talking about VR because I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I have very little to bring to the show today. I was on deadline last night, and that means that I was able to get the bare minimum that I needed to do to get the episode out, and I still got to work on the video and part 2 of the same episode today.
Because you just said I was on deadline, I thought you meant like a show, like 60 Minutes, like Dateline.
Yeah, I was on
you were on Dateline?
Deadline is a show that I'm often on, where it's just me suffering for my own choices.
Good morning to everyone who has joined us this morning. Good morning to Colin. Good morning to Coyote Astronaut. Good morning to you, dear listener. It's another sleepy early Monday. Coyote Astronaut has said pocket bug.
Pocket bug,
Tiny
little bug.
Little bug, pocket bug. Pocket bug's like pocket sand. My hair is doing something really stupid today.
Is.
Yeah, for those of you that are not able to watch, it has decided to kind of like half part itself in the middle of the top of my head.
Also, this is not a joke. Mason was asleep about 5 minutes ago.
And the worst part is, Bug, I was asleep about 5 minutes ago. I meant to be getting up way sooner, and I thought I was awake.
Yeah.
Because I was dreaming that I was getting ready for the show.
That really sucks.
Then I had to wake up and do it again.
That's very tough.
With no time. Yeah, it was a real bummer, man. When you walked in, you're like, "Hey, it's 6:55." I woke up and I was like, "What? I was ready."
Yeah, you're like, "I'm awake, duh."
Oops. Good morning to Sid the Kingmaker. Sid says, "Morning, you forest dwellers." I do feel like a forest dweller. I feel like a forest. Hey, Bug, which layer of the forest?
Floor.
Yeah. I'm in the floor.
I'm on the floor right now.
Leaf litter babies.
Yeah.
Crawling around munching on decomposition.
Yeah, I love that decomp. So good.
Delicious. All right. Today on the show, we also have a lot of voicemails.
Thank God.
Which is fun. Yeah. Forgive us for pulling ourselves together. But first, I want to start I want to talk first real quick while I pull up these pages I have for my real segment about VR. I've started a new streaming thing that I'm going to be doing periodically, including at some point today, because it is the most fun I have had while streaming ever. After excruciating trial and error, I got my old VR headset working and am playing Fallout 4 VR here on the Bug and Moss Twitch channel. I'm doing a series called It's a Long Road to Diamond City, in which I am walking to Diamond City and then continuing my life in the wasteland in search of joy and novelty and fun little moments. And it is so extremely fun to do. I've been having an absolute blast. I did a test episode yesterday.
It's very fun to watch, also from the outside.
The only thing I'm concerned about is it's a little bit shaky. I've had a couple people say that it triggers their motion sickness to watch VR. But I learned a couple things in my research. There's a couple tricks that I'm going to try and do. One of them is that you can put a little dot in the dead center of the frame, and apparently that can help because if you have something to look at that is stable in the middle, and like that's also, probably where I'm looking, that helps you keep your motion sickness. So I add a little reticle. And then also I'm going to turn on the horizontal stabilization thing that it has in the mirror. So if you tried to tune in yesterday and it was sickening, try today.
I also will say, as the sickest boy that ever has been when it comes to motion, you did a lot even before you started that really helped because it was rough the first that I saw and then you smoothed it out a lot.
I'm planning to do a video about how fucking hard it is to get VR working and also stream VR, presumably unless you spend more money. But since I have my busted up old ass Quest 2, also don't buy any Quest headsets. Don't buy anything from Meta. I wish I had any other headset.
Yeah, but I mean...
But it's what I have. I've had it forever. Anyway, that's not important. What's important is that we're having an absolute blast in Fallout 4. I've been picking up balls, trying to throw them around, having fun, exploring with Codsworth. I've been giving him teeth. We've been having a great time.
He loves them.
I got the shit scared out of me so many times because the thing no one tells you about when you're in VR is that everyone's the same height as you. It's one thing when on your screen, when you're playing with a controller or keyboard and mouse, you're shooting a bunch of dudes and they're shooting guns at you. Yeah, whatever, man. That's video games. In VR, they're 6 feet tall. They're right there. And like obstacles are there. It's terrifying. It's so immersive and it's really fun. And so, yeah, I would encourage you to come and tune in. We're going to be doing it today as well. So today is Bones Crew Day. So we're going to be streaming at 5 p.m. We're going to do some Mecha Chameleon, which is a really fun game where you have to paint yourself into the background. I'll be hanging out with Colin and Sid and Az and doing that. That starts at 5. And so I'm thinking around 2, I'm going to try and jump into some Fallout VR between 2 or 3. Because it takes a little trial and error to get it to launch.
Hey, not to brag, but my husband's a streamer. He's going to be streaming all day. So, tune in.
Yeah, well, I've got a busy day, actually, Bud, because after the show, I have to go to the post office and pick up a hard drive that Jordan sent me.
Oh.
And then I have to get started on the editing for the videos that whole thing is for. And then I'm jumping into the stream. 2 streams. Fallout 4 VR. It's a long road to Diamond City at 2 or 3 p.m. between 2 and 3, and then Bones Crew at 5. It's going to be a blast. Sid says human-sized Rochi. Yes, human-sized Rochi indeed. Man, that game is so much fun. So, Bug, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. So everyone should check out Narc Part 1, which is the episode that we put out today, but they should wait.
On 13.
Yeah, they should wait because... the video is going to come out, and I'll send the link when the video is out because Alex did the visuals for the video, and I'm still working on that part.
Yeah.
So you should wait, and it'll be really cool, like an old school visualizer. Plus, I've spent a lot of time on the title screens that are only mid as far as how good they look, but it's hard. I'm learning video editing.
No, it's coming out really cool, and Alex's visuals look awesome.
Yeah, and this story, Mason is narrating, CSW is in it, I am in it, Haberlin is in it, and Caleb not only did the composition, all the music like normally he does, but they also wrote this story. So it's really good.
It's super good. It's wicked fun. Brooke's sound design has taken it over the next level, so has Caleb's music. So definitely check out Narc on 13. Definitely wait for the video.
Yeah, I'll drop a link.
Yeah. I am trying to, here we go. I have found the thing I needed to do in order to launch into the segment that I've been waiting to do. So get ready, Bug. It's time.
I'm ready.
It's time for this.
He watched a lot of videos about math on YouTube last night, and this morning,
He's sleepy and tired.
it's Moss in general.
So, Bug, how many senses do the humans' bodies have?
5.
5, sure.
I have to tell you how I came up with that, which I was like, Well, the sixth sense is about an extra one.
So you step one down, and that's us normies. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 5 senses. Okay, for sure. There are more.
Oh.
It is constantly debated how many more there are. But to give you an example, I have this one table called Making Sense of the Senses, where we've got vision, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. There's also pain. And then there's also mechanical reception, like balance, rotational acceleration, linear acceleration, proprioception, which is where your body is. Like, you know where your feet are without looking at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know where your foot is. You know where your hand is.
This just feels like refining them. It feels like these would all categorize into the big 5.
But that's not touch. Because I know what you're thinking, but that's definitely not touch.
Okay.
Because if you are not touching anything, you have your arms in the air and you can move them without looking at them, right? Like away from you. And you know where they are when you do that, even though you're not touching something, because you have an inherent sense of proprioception of where your limbs are.
I mean, I guess you could argue that because phantom limb exists, that is true.
That's completely true. There's also a lot of people smarter than us that have been looking into this for a longer time, have established this as well. We also have temperature as a sense, which doesn't particularly fit. I guess you could say it would be that one I guess you could lump in with touch, maybe. As County Astronaut says, we don't have a sense of wet. That fully comes from temperature cues. Colin says you are touching air, and so you feel the vacuum around you. 2 things, Colin. If it's air, it's not a vacuum. And 2, shut up. You know, you know where it is. And I'll get to why in a minute. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry I said shut up. That's a bit rude. Now Colin has said shut up to me. So we're even. It's fair. Point being, there's more than just the standard 5 senses. But what I'm curious about, Bug, is imagining senses. Because I'm always fascinated, and we've talked a little bit on the show, about how we all have a different perception of the life and world we move through.
Yeah.
Like everything around us, right? Your red could be a different color than my red.
It definitely is.
If we could somehow compare notes. However, I'm even more interested in the rich inner world that we all have. Because in the world of imagination, there are some fascinating differences person to person that I was never particularly aware of. I went down a rabbit hole semi-recently that started with aphantasia, which is the inability to imagine things.
Yeah.
And it, like anything, this is a scale. So there are people who can imagine more things and people who can imagine fewer things, and everyone lies somewhere on the scale. You end up with aphantasia when you have hit a certain point of like cannot picture things in your head. There's a classic test of like picture an apple.
I have a roommate who had that.
Yeah.
And she did not know until we were talking about it. And she was like, what do you mean?
Well, and then what's funny is if you start reading about this, you may convince yourself you have aphantasia as you're like, well, I don't literally see an apple, but I can see an apple in my head. And then people try and like get down to the like what you're talking about. And it gets a little bit confusing. I can very clearly picture in my head, I'm not seeing it in real life or anything, basically any sense.
Yeah.
And up to and including proprioception. And so I wanted to talk about this because we have a voicemail from a lamp who has aphantasia that we can play. So that'll be interesting to hear about their experience. But I want to talk about you, listener. I want to know about you. Can you picture in your head, can you imagine all of your senses? O'Donnell on YouTube says, dogs think in pictures.
I see now that it says dogs plural, but I read it as dog thinking pictures, I was privately laughing a lot.
Dog thinking picture. No, but so can you so Bug, you can picture in your head, you can picture things like imagining visuals.
Oh yeah, I can picture all my senses.
Okay, yeah. So, okay. Before we jump the gun, you can picture like an apple.
Yeah.
You can picture what it would feel like to like run your thumb along the apple or bite into the apple, the way it would feel in your mouth, the way it would taste.
Yes.
You can imagine taking an apple and throwing it with your arm, like how it would feel to move your arm to throw the apple.
How it would sound when it hit.
The sound when it hits, yeah. I also
and the smell.
And the smell of an apple when you crack into it. What's the strongest one for you? Because I will note that for me, I can picture all of the senses that I'm aware of. I can picture any experience in full depth, but some of the stimuli are definitely stronger. Like smell is my weakest. When I imagine a smell, the way I imagine it is like everything that happens to me except the actual smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think taste is my strongest in just thinking about this one. But I don't know if taste is always my strongest. I think we're talking about food right now. And so especially food I've had before, I I associate a lot of things with flavors and tastes and smells. I'm trying to think of what my weakest is.
My strongest is definitely, I can imagine the way that things sound very strongly. Like that, for me, I can really picture the sounds that things make, which comes in handy, I think, for doing sound design. And I wonder if that has to do with like a muscle that you flex, as you use these more. I'm curious about you too, listener. Like, what is your strongest imagined sense and your weakest imagined sense? And does it vary by stimuli? Because like I can also extremely clearly imagine rubbing my tongue along a cinder block.
Oh, yeah.
On a winter day. And the way that would smell, taste, touch, and sound.
Yeah. There's, I think a pretty well respected theory, as in probably true, that like that's why as a baby you put everything in your mouth.
Yeah, there's like stages of developments and series around that kind of thing.
Yeah, because I can both definitely imagine that, and also I have a memory of mimicking my grandma's cat as a kid and licking the sidewalk.
Oh, good. That's wicked funny. I think there's something like that because I'm trying to remember where it was from, but someone once said like, isn't it crazy how you can look at something and immediately know what it would feel like to put it in your mouth?
Yeah, and I can.
Caddy Ashnut says, I'm running through various senses and trying them out. Yeah, so like, picture something like a freshly split piece of wood. Oh, that might not be something that people got from New England, though.
Picture being on a beach and standing near the ocean. And because for me, that's so many senses. That's the sound of the ocean, the smell of the salt water, the feeling of sand against my toes or like picking it up, the sort of damp, and like, the ocean that I'm most familiar with is like being in California, right?
It's a hot ocean.
No, it's actually pretty chilly.
Oh,
yeah,
I've only been there once.
So like it's always kind of cold, unless it's like really midday sun out. There's like this like chill and this spray, and like in the morning it's always foggy because of the marine layer. Mm-hmm. Like, and all of that just feels like really, really visceral. I feel like in that sense, all of those things are kind of equal senses because it's such a big sensory experience.
And you would say that the way that you can imagine them is pretty vivid, like pretty true to life. Yeah. Same.
Yeah. And it's usually really cinematic. The way I imagine things is usually cinematic.
Yeah. I mean, when you said beach, I immediately heard like the Warner Brothers stock sound of the birds that every fucking cartoon used. The like, classic seagull sound. I've been led to believe that if you can envision all of your senses in perfect clarity, you are what is called a super imaginer. Like that is above and beyond what is standard.
That can't be real.
That doesn't feel like that. Yeah, because I feel like most people that I meet can imagine just about any sense. But then I did pose this question to a couple other friends, and one of them was like, oh, interesting. I definitely can't picture smells. I definitely can't picture texture. And my other friend was like, I can't really picture sound. And so
my brain is, I'm being very hateful in my head, and I'm like, try.
But Steve-Bug, that's not how it works. Some people's brains are just hooked up differently.
I do wonder, and I'm actually just curious. I wonder if that's something that you can, like we were talking about it being a muscle, like, can you learn to do that?
I don't know enough. I tried to look into it and immediately got pretty confused. Because
I think the research it's hard, right? Because it's all in your head.
And it's also difficult because, like, it is so self-reported and it's very difficult to agree on what it means to imagine something.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the beach?
Yeah.
No, you're not, though.
Oh.
You don't literally see it in front of your eyes, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you?
No, I don't. I don't see it projected. This
is what I mean when I say I keep convincing myself I have aphantasia, because I'm like, wait, when y'all picture shit, you don't like literally see it in front of you. You see it in here.
This is the thing, though, is I think it's very, I mean, maybe people do picture things out of their head, but like, the world of imagining something is like, think of it as like a different kind of sight. It's the sight you use when you're dreaming, right? It's like, it's the in your head world. It's your inner imagination. And it looks, I mean, like, perceptually, it's sort of the same, even though literally it would be different if it were like somehow able to be projected into the real world. Perceptually, I'm seeing it. It's like a memory, right? Like you're constructing it in your head.
Yeah. But you're not literally seeing it with your eyes in that moment. You're seeing it in an inner place.
Right.
Can you project your imagined things into reality with clarity? Because, like, for example, there's a little speaker stand right here. Mm-hmm. And if I'm imagining an apple sitting on top of the speaker, I super can't see it with my eyes. And I don't really have it. I'm not great imagining it staying in the exact right spot in the real world.
Yeah.
But I can kind of think of what it would be like if there was an apple on there.
I mean, I can think of what it would be like, but that's not anywhere near as vivid as the imagination in my head. Also, what?
O'Donnell in the chat has said, I can imagine a fart and manifest it.
That's fucking right.
That's like it. Yeah. So that's the next level. So here's the thing, y'all. I'm starting an imagination course to help you manifest things into reality. Me and O'Donnell are starting an imagination course.
We start with farts.
All you got to do is sign up, and then you get 2 people to sign up, and each of them gets 2 people to sign up. And pretty soon, you can be your own boss.
And then everyone's there, and you all forgot to charge people money.
Well, no, we'd never forget to charge people money, Bug. Not in this case. No. You get to be your own boss and the boss of your own imagination.
And that's huge.
And we'll make you manifest many things.
I take some umbrage with the idea of talking about senses as though they can be divorced from your brain. Because like some things exist, sure, like on a base level, but like when we're talking about seeing something, literally seeing something, I could have working eyes, but if I don't have a brain, I'm not literally seeing anything. Like I have to be able to read the signals from my eyes. And so like I feel like saying, are you literally seeing it is a bad way to describe what we're talking about, because to me, it would be like, are you manifesting, like projecting something into the real world, or are you seeing it within your own head?
Yeah.
Because that is sight. Like your brain is very necessary for seeing.
Right. No, and that's why it gets confusing to read about.
Yeah.
Checking in over here on the Twitch chat. Colin said aphantasia. I said Twitch chap.
I was about to say, did you say chap?
Colin Parker, our Twitch chap. Aphantasia, like the Disney movie with the dancing hippos, which is very funny. Sid, in regard to the dog pictures, just put dog think. Which, in 2 words, Sid conjured a very colorful image of like a cartoon dog being like, dog think. Come on, dog. Coyote Astronaut says, I'm running through various senses and trying them out. My echoic memory is bonkers. Colin says, I can picture something in a space, though size may be off because I'm not like right up on it, basically. And if I look away, it's not magically there when I come back like I'm an AR. Yeah, so I find this kind of thing fascinating to think about and investigate. And then the level of detail that people have, like when you picture an apple in your head, do you picture it in the background? Do you picture it on an object? Can you rotate the apple? Like there's so many different layers to it. But I think it's worth jumping over to the voicemail here because we had a call from a lamp, longtime listener, first-time caller, all about this.
Hello, this is a lamp calling in for the first time about probably the most interesting way in which my brain is broked. So I have aphantasia. I cannot imagine things visually. I realized after I'd already been thinking about this for a while, but I realized a few weeks ago that part of why I couldn't always get into some kids shows like, say, Backyardigans, or there so many random things. Anything with a, will you imagine with me? Or like anything with a, let's go into imagination.
Yeah.
I couldn't connect to that because I was like, well, that's just magic. And you're presenting that as if it's something that people can do because we can all interact like that. That's not how brains work. Mm-hmm. Turns out it's how some brains work.
Yeah.
For myself, though, I have 2 main metaphors. One is like I'm in a design program. I have the strokes in like vector, like a vector illustration. I have like the points and the math and how every little piece of an image would connect. I have the angle of this curve, and I have all the color swatches, and I can get to this is what something is supposed to look like, but that doesn't mean I'm seeing it. It just means that I know the pieces.
Yeah.
And yeah, another way I've described it is I have the Lego instruction booklet. I know how everything's supposed to fit together. I know like what the final product will be like, but I don't have the pieces. I cannot build it. I just have the info to build it.
That's so interesting.
I have the script. I have someone describing. So you would draw a triangle over here and make a little swoopy. I can't come up with a good example, but I have the script, not the actual finished product, and I think that's very interesting.
That is really interesting. I have a question for you, A-Lamp, which is that how do you remember things that happen to you? I've always wondered this about someone with aphantasia, because if I remember, the first thing that comes to mind is the first shot of my video about eyes. I remember thinking about and planning, and then the way it finally came out, the shot where I rip open my eye and burst out of it. I can picture what that looks like because I remember just watching it. Or yesterday, I can remember a moment that happened. Do you see those in your brain as images? If it's something that concretely happened and you're remembering it, are you capable of picturing that and seeing it again in air quotes in your head? Or is that still just sort of a list of facts that don't really exist as an image or just floating around sort of semantically?
Something that I loved about that description, A-Lamp, was when you talked about it being points in space and vectors in a design program, because that is how other people have described their aphantasia to me.
Really?
That is
the first time I'd heard that. I thought that was cool.
There's a couple different things that I have heard, but that is one that is really common because the part of the reason it's difficult to talk about for people is specifically from what people have told me is they're I could tell you how something happened, or, imagine you were directing a movie about a memory. You could tell people what they needed to do, but you wouldn't be visualizing the picture in your head. You'd have the data points. Someone that I knew that I'm pretty sure has aphantasia was also talking about how a lot of the way that she thinks, there's two things she said. One is that a lot of things are in black and white, and so they're not pictures, but what she sees is sort of black and white. And then also that she sees in words.
Interesting.
So
using
it's
language.
It's blocks, not like she's looking at blocks of text, but she is storing blocks of text. If you were imagining a computer storing information and it was storing that information, like a computer does. A computer stores images as data, right? It's not looking at the images.
Right. That is an interesting way to conceive of that. Like Matt Bliss says, reading code for the Matrix.
Yeah.
Matt says, coming late today, which sucks, exploring consciousness, self-information, etc. for a potential client, and really want to get inside this convo. Yeah, I was thinking about you, Matt. This definitely feels like a topic that you would have some input to weigh in on. You should call in. Anyone also, if you have interesting experiences with your imagination, or differences in the way your imagination works, 848-MOSS-BUG. Leave us a voicemail, send us a text message. Tell us about it. We're talking imagination. We've come up on the bottom of the hour, so it is worth taking a second before we go too far, now that it's 7:30, to say that this show is only made possible by our friends on Patreon, patreon.com/Bug and Moss. Bug and I have legitimately been blown away by y'all supporting us and helping keep us alive. I'd like you to know that your contributions on Patreon have very nearly covered our electric bill.
Yeah.
Which is not insignificant.
Awesome.
That's a big deal. So, thank you. It means the world to us. If you enjoy this show and you want to help support us, you can join at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. Or equally as helpful is to share the show with a friend and tell someone that you think would like this. And we have our weird thing that we've started and still haven't gotten any takers on yet, where if you have someone that you think would like this show, tell them about this show and tell us that you told them. And during the episode, we'll do a short segment where we speak directly to them. That way you can send your friend that episode and be like, I told them I think you'd like it, and they talk to you. Boom. That's a good sale right there. O'Donnell on YouTube says, first time listening, very futility closet coded. LOL. Big fan of 13.
I don't know the futility closet.
I don't know futility closet either, and I'm very curious. And also, we're happy you're here, O'Donnell.
Yeah, welcome.
And our show, part of what we do on Patreon is if you support us at the community partner level, you get an ad read once a week. And today's ad read is for AJ Carroll from Sermons and Such. He is our non-Euclidean, ageometric, non-religious, ordained minister and notary public, licensed to operate in New Hampshire as a notary public. And I think he can marry you anywhere. I don't think they regulate that. He's like a ship captain or whatever.
Oh, they definitely do, but
That's not a big deal. AJ can do it. He's in Concord, New Hampshire. Sermons_such at yahoo.com, or you can call him at 561-541-5944. That number again is 561-541-5944. Sermons_such at yahoo.com.
Hey guys, thank you, O'Donnell, for telling us about the Futility Closet. The Futility Closet is like a blog, I guess, a collection of entertaining curiosities in history, literature, language, art, philosophy, and mathematics designed to help you waste time as enjoyably as possible.
Oh my gosh.
The person who writes it is Greg Ross. They spent 25 years as an editor and writer in science, engineering, and education publishing. I think they're retired now and keep this website as a pastime. There's a random post button, and I clicked it, and the first thing I got just says, in a word, mussitate, to mutter under one's breath.
Oh, great.
So this looks awesome.
Taking a glance at this website, yeah, I'm actually wicked excited to dive into this.
I'm going to make this my
O'Donnell.
homepage. I'm going to make the random button my homepage.
Yeah, for real. Futilitycloset.com, is that right?
Yeah.
We'll make sure to throw that in the show notes, too, if you want to check that out. In the chat, Colin Parker said, international waters, all marriages are legal. Yacht marriages. And then Colin is trademarking that so he can make bank. I don't know, Colin, do you have a yacht? Do you have any ability to follow up on this?
You don't have to have a yacht to trademark yacht marriages. And if you trademark it, this is genius. Rich people will want to buy the ability to get married on yachts with the official logo.
Yeah, see, I'm not good at business. You're better at business and Colin's better at business. That makes sense that you two have figured that out.
Yeah, Colin and I can both be really proud of how good we are at business when we make some money.
Listen, man, yeah, my retirement plan is still and will still remain PregnantSonic.com, which is for sale currently at $20,000 if you want it.
You would sell it for $20,000?
I would sell PregnantSonic.com for $20,000 right now because we're desperate.
Oh, I don't know if you should. Well, I think it
Get
depends
it now.
on...
Fire sale, my life. PregnantSonic.com.
It depends on who the buyer is, because if like fucking Warner Brothers is like, I'll buy it, you'd be like, fuck you, give me $3 million.
Sorry, I'm not selling anything to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Everything Warner Brothers buys dies.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
They literally just throw things in the trash.
Yeah, they killed that Coyote movie. They killed Rooster Teeth. They killed so much stuff.
Yeah, they love killing stuff.
Yeah.
It's a shame they own HBO.
Can't kill Pregnant Sonic. And I'll get that tattooed across my knuckles in like really small font and not like one letter a knuckle.
Yeah.
Boom. Good morning to N Squared, who has just joined us in the chat today. And Sid says, yacht weddings by Business Bug and Business Chap.
Yeah, honestly, Colin, I'm in. Let's do it. I've done the wedding business, and I'll go back in the game one last big season.
Matt Bliss says pregnantknuckles.com is your next one. God damn it, Matt, that is available.
Is it?
God damn it.
You have to buy it.
Well, I don't have money, Matt. Why'd you fucking do that?
How much is it?
It's like $20, dude.
Okay, we might have to buy it.
I don't know. I had just had to renew Wicked Interesting. It's getting untenable. The thing about buying domains is that they're like $20 a year, if that. I mean, some of them are like 14, some of them are 11. I'm buying them through Namecheap. Could buy them through Pork Bun. It depends where you buy them through. But when you buy them, because you're like, oh, it's like $20 for a whole year, not a big deal. And then every year they come due.
Yeah.
And so like I've had to prune it as we've become less financially stable. So like I lost pornchunk.com.
That was hard.
That became a real porn site. Yeah.
Immediately.
Did I lose movetotrash.zip? No, I still have that one until 2027.
Okay.
I did lose podcube.lol though, for example. Like I've had to prune these, but I do have my select batch of URLs. I think it's genetic. My dad used to buy and sell domains back in the early days of the internet. I think he had usedcars.com for a while, which was crazy. Yeah, and he sold a few of them to like businesses and things.
Yeah.
Which I have mixed feelings about now because like there's someone squatting on podcube.com who wants $5,000.
Well, it's different. Like in the early internet, it was much chiller, and now it's like actually heinous.
I do remember once my dad bought the URL for the website of my elementary school when one time a teacher was super rude and shitty and like he wrote an open letter about the school on like their
website. Fucking rips.
It was crazy. N Squared says, if you see an entertainment company buying up and killing most of the industry, Warner Brother.
Yeah.
That's so good.
That's very good.
Oh, man. All right. What were we on about, Bug? What were we headed towards?
We were talking about brains and stuff.
Yeah, we were, but where were we headed to?
I don't know. I don't have anything prepared for the show.
Oh, you don't have no segments, huh?
No, I told you. I was on deadline.
Okay, yeah. Babada-boop. Well, how about this? Let's jump over to a different voicemail. 848-MOSS-BUG is the number to call. We are in the free-form segment of the show. This is from the inimitable Jordan Reed.
Bug and Moss. How the hell are you? This is Jordan Reed. Just wanted to pop in quickly and say that let's all give a shout out to Jinko jeans.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jinko. For those, just in case anyone is young or, they were just nonstop. I was going to say nonstop taking mushrooms throughout the early 2000s, but I feel like that's one of Jinko's target demos. JNCO, Judge None Choose One.
Wait, that's what that stands for?
Apparel company, largely known for their gigantic pants.
We're barely old enough for Jinkos.
Man, oh man, they really rose to fame in the late 90s, early 2000s. I owned a few pair. They sort of skyrocketed the large pant craze. Matrix core, maybe I guess it's called that.
Matrix core.
They quickly fell out of fashion, and then they've had a few small blips. We're coming back.
Yeah.
We're Jinko. We can't be silenced. People want these. Never really worked. I feel like it's actually slightly working now.
Yeah.
Jinko.
I want them.
So props to them for digging their heels in.
Judge None Choose One, man.
And just knowing, people want these pants. People need these Jinko jeans. Or khakis. I had a few pair. I loved them. Did y'all ever have Jinkos?
No, sir. I was not cool
sound
enough.
off. Who here got them Jinkos? Also, I sold two of my old pair of Jinkos a few years ago on eBay, and they both went to Japan. And I believe they paid $80 for each pair.
Holy smokes.
Which, when my parents, I did not have money when I was in high school. In late middle school, my parents bought them for me. And back in like 98, 99, they were $50, which was a king's ransom.
Yeah, for real.
Back then. Y'all have Jinkos? You like Jinkos? What's going on with big pants?
Dude, they're so expensive now.
They're also on the way back for sure.
They're on their website. They're like $200.
Oh my God! Hey, Judge None Choose One. I might judge one also.
I would buy them used. I'll tell you right now. I would wear these pants, and I do like a stupid wide pant. I'm very in my wide pant era.
Yeah.
I will not overpay. I will pay what something is worth. And we can't get into the industry of fashion and fast fashion and all of that right now. I don't have the energy. I would buy these used. I would pay $50 for them.
Yeah. Coyote Astronaut says being in the pocket of big pants kind of sounds comfy.
Kind of sounds comfy.
Which is very funny. Yeah, I'm not really down with the wide leg personally. I'm a skinny jeans guy.
What about
I'm
the corduroy?
Yeah, I don't like the silhouette it cuts on me. I'm like a narrow leg guy, or I can do a baggy leg. I don't know. It depends. You do rock the baggy leg. You like to have that bottom heavy silhouette where you have that like swoopy big
I used to be a skinny jean girly, and then I just like it's kind of I'm over it. I think I'm just wearing a legging if I want a tight pant.
I'm out here trying to squeeze my gams. I'm trying to keep myself from getting any DVTs.
You're trying to look exactly like a cigarette, and I love that.
Yeah, I always want to look like a cigarette, but then I want a poofy top.
Yeah.
So like a cigarette that's been snubbed out.
That's our difference. You're big poofy top, tight pants. I'm really tight little top, big poofy pants.
Yeah, we kind of have opposite silhouettes going on.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do like a fashion shoot with like really. I don't have any cool clothes really, but we have some. We could do something like that.
We'll go Goodwill.
Really exaggerate that difference. The silhouette difference. Jinko's Judge None Choose One. I am today years old when I learned that was their slogan, and I fucking think that's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
super
hilarious.
funny. Yeah. Colin says, I haven't heard Jordan talk Jinkos in like nearly a decade. This is so familiar, like going home for the holidays. Sid the Kingmaker said, when every single voicemail from Jordan starts playing, I think, man, he sounds distressed, but in a cool way.
Yeah, that's right.
That very much is the vibe that Jordan brings to a voicemail. Colin said, one of you has to choose bottom. You can't both pick different types of top. Yeah, okay, Colin, I see what you're doing there.
Uh-huh.
I would not pay $200 for Jinkos.
I wouldn't. And they are, because they're kind of happening right now, I'm just like not going to pay for that. Like I will get my baggy pants like at Walmart and Goodwill like I always do.
$50 back then was also a king's ransom for
sure. Now $50 I would pay. That's fine. but maybe it's just because there's so much fucking material in these things, but I think it's kind of a markup for the brand, and I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, I for sure think it's a brand thing. Coyote Astronaut says y'all have huge Ren Fair silhouette energy.
Oh,
Thanks,
you.
Coyote. That's a very big compliment.
Yeah.
O'Donnell said, can't do big mustache and baggy pants. That is 100% right. It just is weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you're like, hey, Mario, what happened to your pants? It just doesn't
I
fit.
really want to get you in a couple pairs of shorts. I like them gams. You're hiding your.
I don't wear shorts.
You're
also.
hiding your light under a bushel. You're hiding your beauty from the world.
Babe, I'm keeping my bushel under a bushel. I don't want to wear shorts.
I want you in shorts. They look so cute on you.
I am not a shorts guy. I have never seen my legs. I don't look. I take my pants off. I look away. Colin just said I don't think Mason has
He
legs.
does, and they're cute.
I don't. There's just 2 stacks of beans that I shove into my pants. It's just a bunch of kidney beans in there. There's no real leg. I have to work really hard to keep my knees from bending the wrong way.
The reason he's like this is because he hasn't worn shorts since all of his clothes were baggy because he was in middle school. And so he thinks they all look bad.
I got a bug bite on my pinky and it's itchy. I'm sorry. It's driving me crazy.
Okay.
O'Donnell said some village people cut off.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Coyote Astronaut said, could we maybe get you into a kilt? Yes, 100%.
He does have kilt.
Until I got too big to wear it, I used to wear my kilt to every formal event. I have a kilt. It is a gray kilt because I do not like the tartan for the Mackenzie clan. No offense. It's ugly.
No offense, super ugly, so gross to look at.
No offense, threw up every time I saw it. So I have a gray plaid kilt, and I love it.
We gotta get you another kilt.
The thing about that, though, is you got big socks to match. You pull up big socks that go up your legs, and so you just get this like cheeky little rip of knee, you know?
Yeah.
And that's different than wearing shorts.
That's true.
It's a completely different feeling.
Yeah, because you're kind of just still wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah. Sid says, no offense, you are scum. Colin says, thigh highs are hot though, Moss. I know. When I was a kid, I always wanted those boots that went up to my knee.
Oh, hell yeah. You would look so good in some of those pirate type boots, some breeches and boots.
I crossed the threshold into 30, and I feel like my chances for that are all over. I can't just wear those unless I'm on stage for some
really?
reason.
I feel like it's like higher that you can do it now.
Really? I don't know. Is 30 too old for knee-high boots on a guy like me with a big mustache? I think it might be.
It isn't. Have you seen a painting before? That's what they're all wearing.
But what paintings are you going to?
Any.
Yeah? Go to any paintings and I can find
I'm going to go to anypaintings.com.
Sid says, when I think of shorts as a kid, I think of those overly multicolored plaid shorts. Yes, that was a very iconic
Like the Bermuda
moment.
shorts?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why, but that really just you just sent me on like a flashback through my head of soccer as a kid, which I haven't thought of. And I don't know why. I think probably because we all had these stupid multicolored shorts. But I was on a bunch of soccer teams as a kid. Like I did that in elementary school.
I did that in elementary school too.
I feel like they made us. Yeah, I feel like they just kind of were like, hey, are you between the ages of 8 and 12? You're playing soccer.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. Anypaintings.com is for sale, by the way.
Anypaintings.com?
Yeah, but they want you to make an offer. That someone bought it and they're like selling it.
Well, that's not going to work. O'Donnell says Umbros were sick. I don't remember Umbros. Do you remember Umbros, Bug?
No.
It's tinkling a faint bell in the back of my head.
Is it? It's like football. Oh, yeah. That's a good pair of shorts.
The Umbros? Why don't you describe them?
They're like real hoochie daddy shit. This is a high-waisted, wide leg, short. This is the kind of shit that you would wear in the 80s in an anime. Like, this is a good short. I want these.
Yeah,
they're so cute. There's some great colors.
Woof. In unrelated news, I have just checked my email and discovered that I uploaded the first stream I did from Fallout 4 VR, and it has over a dozen copyright claims. Every single piece of music in Fallout 4 is getting copyright claimed.
That's so annoying.
Oops, and uh-oh, and how does anybody make videos about this?
But it's streaming.
I know. Well, it's fine on Twitch live in the moment, but the archive on YouTube is not only blocked in territories, but like completely demonetized. More copyright claims than I have ever seen. So I guess I just have to play with the radio off.
I guess so.
You know what? Maybe I'll replace the music in the radio with my own music from my friends.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, but the music in that game rips.
Yeah, it does, but man. I mean, I guess you can get copyright claimed.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Colin says he can teach me stuff for that in chat. Colin, please do. Let's talk after this. Let's jump in Discord. I would like to know what to do because I really want to keep this series going because I'm having the time of my life streaming Fallout 4. I cannot express how much fun I had and how sad I was when my headset was dying yesterday.
It would be really fun, though. You could totally just like play radio even in the moment of friend music.
Yeah, that's true. Or maybe I could like call a friend or something and have a conversation with a friend instead of the radio. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Colin might have some tips or tricks, but that's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
It's already weird enough to stream a video game, which is ostensibly copyrighted, and we talked about this before. But, there's just kind of always been like this unspoken, like, it's fine, like, don't worry about it. And then sometimes it's not.
And the whole thing is a scam.
Copyright doesn't help artists
no.
in almost no capacity. Do you think that if you have a great idea and you have a thing that you made and then Disney sees it and decides to make it, are you going to take them to court? I don't fucking think
no.
so. Absolutely not. The whole copyright system is trash and should be torn down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the way that Japan handles copyright a lot more.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's a lot looser, right?
Yeah, you can make stuff, and our system's bad. We're too stupid to talk about this right now because we haven't looked into it at all, but it's just not good.
Yeah, anyway, I'm just grumping about it.
Yeah.
It's 7:48 on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Let's take another voicemail. 848-66... what is it, Bug?
Moss Bug.
848-667-7284. That's it, Moss Bug. Here's another voicemail from none other than Colin Parker, our Twitch chap.
Hello, Bug and Moss. About 2 minutes ago, Moss, you mentioned sharding yourself. And kind of funny enough, I had literally just been reading at that exact moment a notification that I received on my phone, a little health announcement to let us know that Virginia and Maryland are now the next two states that have been hit with cyclopsoriasis, which is the intestinal infection caused by the microscopic parasite cyclospora. Something. I can't read the rest of that word. That is nonsense to me. But effectively, the reason why I'm saying this is because you mentioned sharding yourself as I was reading a notification that used the phrase explosive diarrhea no less than 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's very serious. But as a 35-year-old man, you would think that by now I would not laugh at the phrase.
Well,
it's hard.
I don't know about that.
I would not laugh at the phrase explosive diarrhea. Unfortunately, this is not the case. So while I don't have that illness, I do have something wrong with me. What is it? I'll take your answers off the air if I need to.
Okay, thank you, Colin. I could hear you holding back a laugh that entire time. I saw a meme, too, about this super explosive diarrhea bug that's going around. I saw a meme that was like, can you imagine being like a little bug and you work so hard to like, just live your life and like gain notoriety and then you're like, oh, I'm being written about. Like, what does it say in the newspaper? Oh, I'm the explosive diarrhea bug. Oh.
Well, what do you fucking think, though? What do you think is going to happen when that's what you do?
Yeah, man, maybe just don't cause explosive diarrhea then. N Squared says, I've been reading about this too. They're worried it'll cross the border. Hey, I hate to say this, but it probably will. This thing is spreading like crazy.
Yeah.
And I haven't read too much about it, but it doesn't seem like it's super alarmingly dangerous, but it is extremely unpleasant.
Well, yeah, and I think the only thing that you can do to avoid it is cook all of your vegetables. So that means like...
Hey, did you just buy lettuce from the store yesterday, Bug?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to cook all of it.
Don't.
I'm gonna cook that lettuce down.
You can wash this, but it's like hard. It's very difficult to wash off.
Yeah, so beware of that. Colin says it's mostly just unpleasant. Be careful about dehydration. Drink a lot of fluids and get ready to poop, I guess. Everybody, forever. It's in 31 states, according to Colin. Very cool. Sid said Michigan's going through it. Matt Bliss said adjectives like explosive in medical notifications is hardly professional.
Yeah.
Coyote Astronaut says explosive diarrhea is always funny. N Squared says the article I read said it'll come back when people think the worst is over.
Oh.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? Because you relax a little bit and then boom, explosive diarrhea. I think, hey, since we're already on it and it's 7:51 and we got 10 minutes, have you ever had, I'm going to say syphilis. It's not syphilis. What's the one, staph? It's not staph. There's like 2 different kinds of thing you can get from chicken. Salmonella and...
E. coli?
E. coli. I had one of those too.
I think it was E. coli.
I had either salmonella or E. coli. This was before I knew you.
Yeah, I know, but we've talked about this before, and I believe we decided it was E. coli.
Worst experience of well, that's not true. I've had worse experiences since then. Extremely brutal experience. I did not realize just how frequently and violently one could expel things from their body.
Yeah.
For days.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And I remember, like, it was towards the tail end of it, and I was supposed to go to D&D, and it was like the last day, and I was like finally able to hold it for a little while. And I was like, I really want to go to D&D. And I risked it, and I was okay. But boy, howdy, they're not joking about that stuff. Kylie Astronaut said, I've had salmonella in the last 24 months. It was brutal. Oh, yeah. Sid says this new one starts a few days up to a couple weeks after the fact and then stays with you for weeks.
Yeah, and also apparently it's like maybe food isn't necessarily the origin. It could be the water.
The water?
Yeah.
Like the drinking water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like...
As in it's not getting processed out by our like cleaning plants and treatment plants?
I guess so. I'm on USA Today. And I think what they're saying is the water is what's getting it into food. Maybe? Oh, flooding, sewage, and wastewater could be the key.
Yeah, floods do have a huge problem with that. If you think, a lot of water getting up and mixed around with shit and going places it ain't supposed to be.
Well, and flooding affects our water treatment and processing too because it floods it.
Yeah.
That's what it do. I don't know enough about this, but it sounds annoying.
Matt Bliss says, I had neurovirus, we think, a few months ago, and I evacuated my entire digestive system one night and couldn't eat for 48 hours after. Best diet ever. Oh,
yeah,
God, I'm
sucks.
so sorry. And Squared said, this was a great time to start the poutine I drunkenly ordered last night and forgot to eat. I'm so sorry, and Squared.
Yeah.
Might be. We'll get off this, so we won't say anything too graphic, hopefully.
And Squared, you're being really Canadian this episode.
Yeah, I'm so here for it. I need that sound effect that Justin McElroy has. The Toronto!
Yeah.
Colin says, ironically got food poisoning over the weekend and for a moment thought it was this thing. Yeah, dude, I would be super scared. Oh, cool. And Sid said, you know what? They let go of the teams that were looking into it at the CDC.
Yeah, so that's the real problem is like these things will happen, but there's a bunch of idiots pretending to know anything about health and they're all nightmare people.
Yeah.
You know the guys that you went to high school with that you were like, God, I can't wait to get out of this fucking town. They run the country now.
Yep.
So that's good.
That's good. 7:55, creeping up on the top of the hour of 8 o'clock. My stomach is grumbling like a race car engine. I'm excited for the rest of the day. I'm not going to eat any of that lettuce because now I'm scared.
I think I'm going to eat it. I think I'm going to have a Caesar salad for breakfast.
Fucking why, Bug? You trying to get this?
hungry.
Because if you get it, I'm getting it whether I eat anything or not. Because I'll just be around you.
Is that true?
I probably...
I don't know if that's true.
Bug, I feel like you're going to turn into a cloud. You know in video games when a gas enemy releases an attack and they just kind of emits some fucking particles around it? That's going to be you.
I like how you're trying to be cute, but you're just spreading pseudoscience.
That's not pseudoscience, Bug. You're going to be shitting so forcefully it's going to blow our house apart. Also, we have to clean up because they're taking pictures to try and sell our house.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
I just remembered that. We have to do that today.
They're coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 5
p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Okay, well, then I guess we'll do it tomorrow after the show. That'll be a bit easier.
Yeah.
Heidi Ashna said, in sickness and in health, Moss. I'd like to say that's what I'm saying because I'm going to be with you while you are suffering through this and I'm going to be helping you through this.
Is this in our state yet?
Yeah, probably, dude. We live in Kentucky.
Yeah, but is it?
I'll check. Hey, Siri, is shit virus in Kentucky? Is explosive diarrhea bug in KY? I keep typing key. Probably. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
Yep, it is. I just saw that. According to the Kentucky Department of Health, 100 cases of the diarrhea-causing parasite have been reported since July 9th.
Okay.
If it's happening, you can pretty much bank on it happening here, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know if I can just not eat vegetables based on the information I have so far.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Let's look into some proper advice about this, and maybe we'll bring a tiny, tiny segment tomorrow of hey, just so you know, here's the scoop of what to do. Because we didn't plan on talking about this, so we've been just talking out of our ass, kind of explosively.
Yeah.
Colin says Michigan is ground zero.
I did know
apparently.
that. Yeah.
Praying for you, Sid.
Yeah.
Rough stuff out there. It is 7:56. I am so hungry. It hurts. Today's going to be a lot of fun. After the show, around 2 p.m., I'll be doing the VR streams if you want to jump in on that. 5 p.m. we're doing some Mecha Chameleon with the Bones crew, which means we're going to be doing some hide and seek painterly style.
Yeah.
I love any video game that lets you paint or draw. I'm going to be the best, the most mecha of the chameleons, the most chameleon of them.
I'm excited for you.
It's going to rip. It's going to be a lot of fun. N Squared said, hell yeah, I'm there. And then what else is going on?
Sid, really quick, since you're at Ground Zero and you're talking about needing that Verner's, you got a Cracker Barrel near you? You get in there and you get some Ale 8.
Whoa, why? You think that'll help?
I think Ale 8 will help.
I don't think Ale 8's going to help at all.
With tummy trouble? Verner's is ginger ale. We're talking about tummy soda.
So Ale 8 is closer on the soda side of ginger ale. I think you lean more towards the ginger because the ginger's the thing.
Yeah, it doesn't really actually, I don't think, do anything though. It just, we associate it with making our tummy feel better.
I think ginger does settle your stomach.
Ginger does, but I don't think the amount that is in ginger ale does. I don't think that is, I think it's more like it makes this chicken soup feel better, you know?
What about ginger beer? I think that's enough.
I don't know. The way that ginger settles your stomach is like, I don't think that it's like a medicine
Should
in
I just
this
like
case.
slob gob a knob of ginger? Just like,
No, you got to stop trying to do that. You do that with ginger and garlic and then your GERD hates it. And you're like, I don't know why I feel bad. My tummy hurt.
My chest hurts today.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and N Squared has helped me. It's Mecha Chameleon. It's Japanese.
Ah.
I did not know that. Thank you so much.
Mecha Chameleon did not make sense.
Yeah, I was super confused. I assumed that when I played it, the name would make sense. Mecha Chameleon. That's great. What is Mecha? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does it mean like manual chameleon? I don't know. Anyway, I hope y'all are ready for a great day. I hope you're ready to start off a great week. Sorry we didn't have a more prepared show for you
I think it was a great show.
Yeah, I didn't say it was bad. I said, sorry it wasn't more prepared. I like to have more things to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Instead of just rocking it up to the BYOB or the potluck like, hey, I brought, and then you pull some peanuts out of your pocket, which is kind of how I feel. And y'all are like, we brought voicemails.
We didn't have a lot, but we still appreciate the voicemails that you guys brought.
Mecha apparently means a lot or extremely, says N Squared. So,
extremely chameleon.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. And Daddy's being absolutely racist. Daddy says, get out of here with that nonsense. I don't have time for your weirdness. And Squared says, it's not weirdness, it's Japanese. Come on, Daddy. Daddy doesn't know anything, and by that I don't mean about the subject. I mean he's literally not aware of what is being spoken.
Yeah, he does not have any sort of processing in that way.
He is ending all of his messages with -tired plus. So I think something has gone severely wrong over
-tired plus is my favorite anime.
Yeah, -tired plus.
Yes, so good.
Daddy has no concept of Japan.
Hey guys, everybody call in with your favorite anime. No. Call in with the anime that got you into anime if you watch. I recently have been rewatching Prince of Tennis because we gave our Crunchyroll password to some folks in this chat. And I was like, man, I gotta watch some stuff on Crunchyroll. And Prince of Tennis was what really jumped me in. I fucking love that show.
Yeah, I want to watch Prince of Tennis with you. Yeah, call us in your anime Rex. N Squared said, dude, new Evangelion.
Yeah, new Evangelion.
New Evangelion just dropped RAR.
Evangelion's here.
Yeah, all right, y'all. Thank you for spending your morning with us. It is now 8 o'clock, and you have got a lot to do. So I hope you get through it. I hope it's good. If you're in a state that's got a poop virus, I hope it's not got you.
Yeah.
And if it does, I wish you luck. Drink lots of water, friends.
Drink lots of water. Stay safe out there, besties.
Thanks for choosing to spend your morning with us. Don't forget about the streams happening, and stay safe. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Yahoo!